Starseed Light Workers, this is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily Oracle reading for May the 24th, Sunday, 2020. It's a long weekend. Hope everybody is trying to find some joy while doing what they need to do to keep themselves healthy and strong. So with that said, the cards have been prayed upon and shuffled, and they have fallen as follows. The theme card for today is the Goddess of 1,000 Names. Isis, Endless Emanations of the Priestess. Yeah, Isis comes to remind us that our names have power, and we are always becoming. So we are not necessarily the name Mama gave you. It was a good start if she took the time and thought about it, or it was a familiar energy, so it was something that meant good things for the DNA in your family line. But as we continue to move and blossom and unfold, new names come because who we are continues to expand. And sometimes there are things associated with the name that you were born with that no longer resonate as to who you are becoming. So you may tell that new name to the world, or as they continue to change, invite the world in. We recognize they were defining you by the old name, old memories, and very rarely do the world accept change. So why go up against a whole bunch of negativity and force to make it clear that you are becoming? Because it's only important to you, and they will see. So, who are you today that you weren't yesterday? Isis had 10,000 names. I know you have at least one more. So, take a minute and ask yourself, are you who you were when you started? Or would another name, even if it's just something you call yourself, would it give you more of who you are and assist you to continue to grow? Do you feel limited by the name you were given? I don't know. You know. Moving forward to the numerology card that supports the theme for today, and it's number 1. And number 1 speak of new beginnings and identity and resourcefulness and leadership. So we're still on this theme as who am I? Who am I becoming? And with the quote unquote new way of being that we are facing right now, a name is very important as to how I anchor in my walk. So can you do what you do, being identified the way you were previously identified? Or do you need something new to hold you as you move forward into your new beginnings? The third card, which comes from the Empathic Oracle, is the 29 of Hero. Heroes, once again, we're looking at an 11 or a 1 energy, which is a doorway to a new beginning, to an identity that you have choice as to how you're seen. And hero relationships are those relationships we have with our good homie, our good girlfriend. Maybe if you have one, you can get that. But most often with our spiritual leaders, with our gurus, who show us the way as to who we have been and where we have gone and who we're becoming, in case you are short-sighted. The only danger with these relationships is if you continue, or if I continue, to need someone else to define me because I can't see me more often than being anchored in who I know I'm becoming. It can be a crutch. So, I don't know about you, but I don't go half as often to my guru asking for guidance as to where I'm becoming or where I'm going. It's been a day out in the pollen yesterday, paying for it today. But it's okay when you do, because sometimes we take a dip and we're short-sighted. Yes, we know we are the king's kids. Yes, we know we are children of the divine. But right here on this plane, we are not our shortcomings. We are not our mistakes. We are not a wretch. We are God's gold. And I beckon you to challenge anybody who would tell you less. The world will give you enough to hold your head down about. God wants you to embrace him or her the same way it embraces you. So, Spirit guides in our meditation continue to lift us. And yes, I do believe that messages come through people, but they also come very clearly through meditation. And it's been my experience, it's not always while I sit, but sitting assists me to be open. So when I stand and walk, I have opened the gates and clear energy, clear thought processes become graspable. Okay, moving forward to our final card for today. And that is from the Course of Miracles. It is our daily miracle. And it says, I do not perceive my own best interests. That's why I pray. That's why I meditate. Because sometimes I do, but not always. And what is said here is, what could you not accept if but you knew that everything happens, all events, all past, all present, and all to come, are gently planned by one whose only purpose is for your good. I think that's worthy of repeating. Let's just paraphrase. Acceptance. Though sometimes we struggle with it, but acceptance is our way of saying, yea, God. And oftentimes, Spirit does things You know, we want to blame God when we don't like it. Do we always jump for joy and claim God when we do like it? Or we say, oh, I did that. You did that with assistance from breath. Because without clear breath and all your other facilities that are God-given, we do nothing. So, what this message is saying is that you are co-creating your being every day. Every day is a new beginning. If you don't have a guru, a close friend, or a spirit guide, well, I know you got a spirit guide, or someone on this plane that'll give you a clear picture without agenda when asked, then get one. Meanwhile, accept. Whether you like a thing or not, we are being pruned for our greatest act. And we don't necessarily know what that is. But if I show up each day with my best self, I will surely know in time. Meanwhile, I continue to pray and meditate that I may accept all the things that happen around me are happening for my greater good. I continue to be grateful for all the things that Source assists me in doing as I create my best self, as I co-create the world around me that supports me. All these things we are grateful for. Even those things we don't necessarily like. So, with whatever sadness you may have about a door closing, recognize that it is part of the same coin. Because though the tail is the end, the other side that leads the way is the head. So stay in tune with your Godhead. Recognize that all things happen for your good. And get excited about the new beginnings. What would you call yourself in your new co-created world? Names have power, and no one should name you but you. Thank you for listening. Namaste, and have the best Sunday of your choosing. Choose well.